house. More about the investigation coming up.
And country music artist Hardy will make his way to Starkville this year. We will share some details about his stop on the Quit Tour.
And you may have heard or seen a Mississippi State Police Camaro riding around campus. We'll tell you how they got it and what it's for coming up. Take 30 News starts right now. A Columbus man is in jail and charged with murder after his girlfriend was found dead near an abandoned house in Columbus. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Moriah Norman.
And I'm Amy Sellars. Damian Peterson has now been charged with murder for the death of Ashanti J. Turner. The 31-year-old was taken into custody by deputies, and Columbus police say on Wednesday Peterson was identified as a person of interest in the death of Turner. Police started investigating her death Tuesday after she was found on Industrial Street. Investigators are still working to find out how she was killed. They are also asking for the public's help. If you have any information that can help, call the Columbus Police Department or Crime Stoppers.
2 people in Rankin County were charged in the shooting death of 20-year-old Bryson Horn. Horn was found Tuesday in his Rankin County home with a gunshot wound to his side. He later died of his injuries. Ryan Duet has been charged with second-degree murder for allegedly shooting Horn, and Lainey Bella Engel was charged as an accessory after the fact. She is now out on bond on a $50,000 bond. Horn's bond was set at $500,000. As of right now, there is no evidence that connects this to last month's murder of Horn's 14-year-old brother, Cameron Horncrook. He was also killed in Rankin County, but his body was dumped in South Jackson. A man who police believe may be responsible for several dollar store robberies in the Golden Triangle area has been arrested in West Alabama. 21-year-old Jalen Harris was charged with 3 counts of robbery of a business, 2 counts of theft of property, burglary, resisting arrest, and possession of marijuana in Pickens County. He's been accused of holding up a retail store with a gun and taking money. The Columbus man remains in the Pickens County Jail. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says Harris is a suspect in at least 4 store robberies in Lowndes County. That includes the Highway 12 Dollar General and the one in Artesia, along with the recent Family Dollar Store holdup in Columbus.
Mississippi State Police have a new car in their fleet. In a Facebook post from March 26, they announced their new ride, a Chevy Camaro. According to the post, the new car is a result of a drug seizure. MSUPD says that while the car is part of their regular fleet now, it will be an educational tool and talking point for students and staff.
It's going to be the crime prevention car, so we'll use it to go to these different events. It's not used for patrol, but it will be used just to go to coffee with the cops or anything dealing with events around campus.
There is also an MSU Eco car that is a Camaro that you may also see around campus.
With us now is our meteorologist, Blake Joyner. Blake, it's a little warm out today. How is the rest of our week looking?
It's a very warm one out today, and we're pretty quiet right now in northeast Mississippi. And looking out to the Great Plains, we have some heavy thunderstorms moving through the land of Lincoln, through the Ozarks, and through the greater Dallas area. And we actually have a severe threat to go along with it as well. We've actually had a few tornado reports in and around Omaha. We have an enhanced risk moving from areas from Omaha through Kansas City, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and greater DFW in Texas. So definitely something to keep an eye out there for you. I have more information as far as this weekend's forecast coming up later in the show. Back to you, Moriah.
Going on right now is the Old Main Music Festival. This event, put on by Music Maker Production, is headlined by the artist Briston Maroney. He will take the stage at 9 p.m. tonight with artists The Mississippi Shakedown and Odie Lee performing beforehand. The main performers will be at the amphitheater on campus with local artists on a second stage in the same area. The event includes plenty of activities for students, such as an art market and yard games. Addison Capo, the PR executive of Music Makers, talks about what goes into planning an event like this.
Music Makers especially is a really big event. A lot of planning goes into this one specifically since it's an all-day event. We have to do activities for everyone. We do local stage and all of those artists, vendors. I think we're gonna have a big crowd out here tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
The festival has been going on since 2 p.m. today, and tonight's headliner, Briston Maroney, is best known for his song Freaking Out on the Interstate. A formal Bulldog Bash headliner is on his way back to Starkville. Cassidy Lambert is in the newsroom with more. Cassidy.
Yes, Moriah, country music star Hardy will make a tour stop in Starkville later this year. The Mississippi native is coming back to Starkville. Hardy is a huge Bulldogs fan and is set to perform at Dudy Noble Field on September 12th. This show is part of the Hardy Quit Tour, and some students show their eagerness to the event.
I think it's good to get student involvement on campus, and I know organizations have been trying to bring people, I know we have the thing tonight where they're bringing artists on campus, and I know I've heard a lot of kids talking about it, so I do think it's a good thing.
Anyone interested in buying tickets can check out any ticket seller, hardyofficial.com, and hailstatetickets.com. Fans are excited to see Hardy at the Dude next fall. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Cassidy. Well, there are few things on earth that people enjoy more than food.
Flavors are one of the most important things to a culture or society. MSU students are getting their forks and knives ready to contribute to the study of flavor. Take 30's Jackson Gregg has more.
The Sensory Evaluation Laboratory located behind Herzer Hall hosted a study for students that will be shipped off to real people working in the food industry to make an impact. Students were given several margarine samples and were told to group them and give their thoughts.
I think it's important for these young people to be out here participating in these scientific studies because we're shaping the world around us, building our future, and we're affecting everything down the line right now.
Students that participated in the taste testing event were awarded with chocolate milk or their choice of a variety of different ice creams. But the data that they provided to the Mississippi State Food Science Department proves to be way more valuable.
Younger generations are putting their thoughts on flavors into a database and effectively changing the future of food in America. The most popular opinions of the age group that dominates the U.S. will become what's in our markets. So many foods require butter or margarine. The result of this study could change the way we look at butter in the future.
It's important for students to be involved in because, you're getting to be a part of science and you're getting to help the food industry progress, in real time. This goes directly to industry people and we get to help them develop their products and make it better for the people who are consuming them.
Food has been around since the beginning and keeps us alive, but it is ever changing. This time it's Mississippi State's turn to make the impact. With Take 30 News, I'm Jackson Gregg.
If you would like to know more about flavor technology, contact the Department of Food Science, Nutrition, and Health Promotion.
Coming up, a fraternity put on a dodgeball tournament for a special cause. We will tell you what it was for after the break.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans, veterinary students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals. Through a unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic technology is helping innovate for solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
A herd of dachshunds will speed their way through the Cotton District next Saturday, May 4th, for the second annual Starkville Dachshund Derby. The event will begin at 8 a.m. Vendors will line the street while the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be there to cast its shadow over the dog races. The event is the largest charity wiener dog race, and the benefits will go directly to the Oktibbeha County Humane Society.
Dodgeball with a purpose. That was one organization's goal at an event this past weekend.
At Mississippi State, the Gris is home to the women's volleyball team, but it recently housed an academic and service-based organization for the day. Normally, you'll see Newell Grissom packed out with fans for volleyball, but today Lambda Sigma is using it for a very different sport and a very important cause. Dodgeball, the sport universally known as a gym class staple, brought groups across campus together to raise money in a friendly tournament to support suicide prevention efforts.
I would see things where bad things would happen and suicide would come up, and all of a sudden there would just be, as soon as it kind of faded away, nobody talked about it anymore. And I didn't feel like that was right to the families or just anyone in general. I just feel like there wasn't enough awareness. So this philanthropy is just strictly focused on the fact that we are trying to help people that feel alone.
According to the CDC, suicide is the second leading cause of death for teens and young adults. It is also reported that over 40% of young adults have an unmet need for mental health services. According to Lambda Sigma, this dodgeball event not only raised money to meet that need, but provided a safe space for students to connect with each other. And it seems that MSU students, both dodgeball players and watchers, seem to use the event to do just that.
Really just that's really a good cause. And I was I would love to come and just support and just be a cheerleader, because I could not play dodgeball. But, just being here to support my teams and just to show the love.
And show the love they did. Through the event, Lambda Sigma was able to donate $800 to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, showing sometimes all you need to make a difference is a team. For Take 30 News, I'm Callie Simonton.
If you or a person you know is struggling with their mental health, Mississippi State urges you to contact counseling services or communicate virtually with mental health professionals through the Telus Health app.
Today here at Mississippi State, we celebrated the career of Dr. John Ford. Dr. Ford has been dedicated to the MSU Department of Communications and his students for 37 years. Dr. Ford was the head of the Communications Department for over 2 decades. He even has a scholarship named after him, the Dr. Ford Communication Fund for Excellence. His best advice for communication students is to network as much as possible. We caught up with Dean Travis at his retirement party today.
One of those things that never changed was John's dedication to the university, the department, and especially his students. That never changed. And that's something that many of you former students here know this.
John Ford has been teaching in public relations for the past few years. Thank you for sticking with us. Stay tuned for weather updates and we'll be right back.
When it comes to making the world a better place, it's all in the numbers at Mississippi State University. Our big data science researchers are creating astonishing new algorithms to model human behavior and consumer activity to identify anomalous purchasing patterns. Interpreting the data creates heat maps that can signal fraudulent activity and even predict likely cybercrime locations and perpetrators. And as the only academic institution to team with a state-level DHS agency in the study of transactional data of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, MSU is helping prevent misuse while ensuring that benefits are being used as intended. These successes are opening doors for similar research partnerships with banking, insurance, credit card, and other data-intensive industries, leading to consumer confidence in online and other transactions. Making numbers count. Mississippi State University. At Mississippi State University, student-led teams are taking one of the country's biggest health issues to heart. Out to unravel one of science's unsolved mysteries, researchers in MSU's Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering are asking why and when healthy cells in human arteries can begin changing into bone-like structures that hamper blood flow. This calcification contributes to strokes and heart attacks, 2 leading causes of death in Mississippi. As part of their groundbreaking research, students are designing a 3D model that allows them to understand how arteries act within the body and what changes them. By recreating what is happening at the cellular level, researchers are pursuing ways to stop and reverse the process of calcification. Testing treatments could lead to new solutions, helping reduce the number of people struggling with the effects of poor heart health, and ultimately saving lives. Mississippi State University, getting to the heart of better health for Mississippians.
Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. While it's an active day off in the Great Plains, back here in Starkville, it's been a very quiet day, but that's not a bad thing. It's produced an excellent afternoon here on the campus of Mississippi State. Lots of sunshine to go around, a few gusts of wind every now and then, but all in all, a great day to be here on campus. It's been a warm one today. Right now we're at 85 in Starkville, 84 in Columbus, and 83 down in Macon, which is considerably warmer to what we were this time yesterday. Pontotoc 18 degrees warmer 24 hours ago, and Aberdeen 12 degrees warmer than what they were 24 hours ago. We're going to cool down tonight. We're going to get down to 66 degrees. Lots of cloud cover above campus tonight. That southeast wind at 8 miles per hour won't be much of an issue. It should be a pleasant evening to be out and about. This weekend, more sunshine on the way. 84 degrees tomorrow, 81 on Sunday, but an excellent weekend to knock out some of those spring to-do list items. Also this weekend, the Diamond Dogs head to the Music City to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Game 1 tonight at 6 o'clock. Should be mostly sunny conditions, 81 degrees at first pitch. Saturday, it's going to be a cloudy one, as it's going to be 82 degrees for that 2 p.m. first pitch. And on Sunday, to round out the series, mostly cloudy conditions, 80 degrees at first pitch on Sunday in Nashville. Next week, rain is on the way. Starting early Monday, we're going to see some cells come from the west and impact us late in the afternoon on Monday, and they will stick around for a little bit, and we'll have a gap most of the day on Tuesday until late Tuesday afternoon. We'll see some more showers, nothing heavy to speak of then, but later in the evening on Tuesday we'll have a few thunderstorms and then another gap. Early on Wednesday we'll see a few more thunderstorms and a few showers, but those will exit the area late on Wednesday afternoon. For the 7-day forecast, 80 degrees, mid to upper 80s today and lower 80s the rest of the week. Very good, very cool evening lows, mid to low 60s. We got lots of sunshine next week, and the rain next week. Stay tuned for more Take 30 news after the break.
The sense of place. We all have it. Often grown from deep roots in small-town communities. At Mississippi State University, our Carl Small Town Center is strengthening these ties. With nearly 40 years of making a difference, we're revitalizing communities into welcoming places to work, live, and congregate. By weaving together the best pieces of our past with modern technology and amenities, we're creating the hometowns of the future. Places where lifetime memories can be made, where you have all the things you need, along with all the things you want. Through partnerships with our communities, we're identifying improvement opportunities, recommending paths forward, and creating the plans for a better tomorrow. Farming can be a tough way to make a living. Weather, pricing pressures, and unpredictable swings in demand can take a toll, not only on farmers' finances, but on their mental health, as well as that of family members and farm workers. That's why Mississippi State University is spearheading a program to train extension agents to detect the signs of depression, substance abuse, and other stress-related challenges. Everyone has a bad day, of course, but this holistic view of a farmer's circumstances enables MSU representatives to recognize the difference between routine struggles and deeper, more serious issues. It may be a tough conversation, but the sooner it gets started, the sooner farmers can get help to better manage stress and continue the important work of growing the products our world needs. Caring for farms and farmers. Mississippi State University.
Welcome back to Take 30. I'm Elizabeth Keene with this week's sports update. MSU baseball has been on a hot streak over the last week and is looking to carry that momentum forward. The Diamond Dogs swept Auburn over Super Bulldog weekend to improve to 27-14 overall with a 10-8 record in SEC play. It was the program's first sweep of a conference opponent since 2021. State has also won more SEC games than it did in both 2022 and 2023, and there are still 4 weekends of regular season action left to go. The team also took down Memphis in Tuesday's midweek contest. Up next, MSU travels to Nashville to take on number 11 ranked Vanderbilt. There has been a bit of a rivalry between the two programs since the Diamond Dogs took down the Commodores in the 2021 College World Series Championship. State is currently on a 5-game winning streak. Head coach Chris Lemonis says his team is going to keep fighting for every victory.
Well, this mentality sometimes with kids, it's like, oh, we got the weekend, and it's, no, we're trying to get every game. We're still fighting to gain some back,
Game of the series will start at 6 p.m. tonight with ace pitcher Cal Steven on the mound. State fans might be flipping their TV channels a lot this weekend. The first round of the 2024 NFL Draft kicked off last night, and many MSU football standouts are looking to start their professional careers this weekend. Among the most highly rated prospects for the Bulldogs are SEC Defensive Player of the Year Nathaniel Watson and leading wide receiver Ladaytrick Tulu Griffin. In total, 15 Bulldogs participated in the program's Pro Day in late March and are hoping to hear their names called in the coming days. They could also potentially sign as free agents following the draft. Rounds 2 and 3 of the NFL Draft will take place tonight beginning at 6 p.m. The event will wrap up tomorrow afternoon with coverage of rounds 4 through 7 starting at 11 a.m. These state standouts might be moving on, but the future is very bright in Starkville. MSU hosted its annual spring football game on Saturday as part of Super Bulldog Weekend, and it sounds like it was an exciting event. Eli Wilson is live from the newsroom to tell us more. Eli, what's up?
Thanks, Elizabeth. Super Bulldog Weekend was a huge success again this year, and we got to see our first look at this year's football team. The spring game was a little different this year with the offense playing against the defense. It also came with a modified scoring system that allowed for the offense and defense to earn points in many different ways. The game seemed to be a big success with the fans, and the expectations of the offense are starting to grow. Some fans are optimistic.
It's a great atmosphere. It's a good chance to see how the team's going to perform and, meet a lot of new people. I haven't had a lot of interaction with Coach Levy, but I'm excited, to see what he brings to the program, see what kind of recruits he bring in, see where it ends up. I think it's going to be a good year.
The Bulldogs are projected to win just 5 games this fall. Head coach Jeff Levy is looking to prove everyone wrong in his first year and is aiming for a bowl game. Mississippi State's season starts August 31st at Davis-Wade Stadium against Eastern Kentucky. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Eli. While football season might still be a few more months away, Bulldogs fans have a chance to cheer on some spring sports that have already started postseason action. Our Chris Doherty recently traveled to the SEC tournament with MSU's ranked men's tennis team.
Last weekend, I traveled down to Baton Rouge with Mississippi State men's tennis team for the SEC Men's Tennis Championship. With the teams ready, game time was around the corner. Throughout the day, the Dogs battled against the number 22 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks, but came up just short, losing 4-2. However, looking ahead, our number 16 ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs look to be the last slated team to host in the NCAA regional tournament. However, there are no guarantees just yet, as the NCAA selection show will come up this Monday at 6 p.m. So all we can do now, Bulldog fans, is sit and wait. With Take 30 Sports, I'm Chris Doherty.
That's all the time we have today in sports. Take 30 will be back right after the break.
Discovery. It tells our history and determines our future. At Mississippi State University, we're digging deep, unlocking an understanding of our past, validating it. Middle East exploration by faculty and students is uncovering evidence that unravels ancient mysteries. Scholars have long thought of the biblical kings David and Solomon as mythological figures. Our research offers evidence that supports their existence, boosting MSU into an international league of experts on archaeology. Now we're changing the way people think about the past, opening up new possibilities of understanding for future generations. Digging deeper, learning more.
This past Tuesday, students from the MSU Communication Department were recognized for this year's achievements. Exemplary Achievement Awards were handed out to people in each concentration, including Take 30's teaching assistant, Lakin Laird, earning the department's Graduate Teaching Assistant of the Year. She was nominated by faculty and students for this award.
One of her students wrote, "Lakin always takes notes on how we do when we run a live show and gives us feedback once we're done. Even though there are always things that we need to work on, she makes sure that everybody, in all caps, is acknowledged for something good that they did individually. This is really encouraging and shows that she truly cares about us. On top of that, Lakin truly is the kindest TA. We know that she is always there for us."
Aside from Lakin, our Take 30 students were recognized too, including sports anchor Elizabeth Keene, producer Megan Gordon, reporters John Addy and Tiara Tidwell, and my co-anchor Moriah Norman. Congratulations to all.
Thanks, Amy. We just want to extend a appreciation, for all of you, the viewers who have tuned in to Take 30 this semester. We have enjoyed delivering news to you guys, and we've also for me, I'm honored to be your anchor. Listed on the screen, you can see all of our Take 30 squad who have worked both on and off camera. We have Lakin Laird, our teaching assistant, Amy Sellars, Teddy Righty, Daniel Hollis, Cooper Morreale, Dan Eberly, Eli Wilson, Luke Freeman, Cassidy Lambert, Megan Gordon, me, Moriah Norman, Elizabeth Keene, John Addy, Christopher Gitt, and Chris Doherty. They've all contributed immensely to making this an amazing show. So I think I can speak for everybody. We've enjoyed giving you your news for this semester. We hope you have an amazing summer and it's relaxing. And once again, thank you for tuning in to Take 30. I'm Moriah Norman.
I'm Amy Sellars.
I'm Elizabeth Keene.
And I'm Blake Joyner.
We'll see you next time.